Hey, good morning, everyone. How's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, bringing you some more mental vitamins. Coffee with Coach today. Hope everyone's out there doing well. If you're up already, making moves, doing the right things, making things happen, putting your mind in the right place. But if it's not in the right place, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning, then let's see if we can help flip that switch and put it in the right spot. So still looking at reading the manual here, Discipline Equals Freedom. And like I said, just nothing but goodies in here, the whole book. And I want to get into this chapter here. It's called Bad Instincts. Mr. Garrett, how's it going this morning? Bad instincts. I think we all can say we've had some bad instincts at one time or another, and we'll continue to do so. And we have to fight those bad instincts. So, bad instincts. There is one instinct to be wary of, one that you must fight. This one is a liar. This one is a backbiter. And like the devil himself, he's a shape shifter. He will disguise himself, make you think that he has got your best interest in mind, but he doesn't. This is the instinct that says you've had enough. You've given it your best shot. You can stand down. You can back off. You can take a knee. This is the instinct that says you can rest now. Do not listen to that instinct. Do not listen, because that instinct is a liar and wants to bring you down. You see, the instinct is a defense mechanism for your ego. It gives you an out, a place to run to, a place of sympathy and amnesty where all can be forgiven, where failures gather together in comfort and drown their sorrows and lies and deception. They tell each other and they tell you, you did the best you could and the deck was stacked against you and it's not your fault. And they tell you it's okay to stop. It's okay to settle. It's okay to give up. And that is the instinct that you need to fight, to push back, to smash into the ground. Do not take the easy way out. Do not give up based on instinct. If you are forced to stand down, to retreat so that you can rebuild and reattack, so be it. But make the decision based on logic, not on instinct, of surrender and defeat. Destroy that instinct. Replace it with instinct that says, get up, go, fight on. Make that your fundamental reaction to adversity. Make that your gut instinct, and you will overcome anything that stands in your path. Man, that's good stuff, because I think everyone at some point or another can relate to those bad instincts of just wanting to stand down, wanting to say that's enough, I've done enough, go ahead and take a knee. It's and that, like you said, that's a defense mechanism. You're hurting, you're in pain, you don't want to go any further, and the natural reaction is to have an out, to say find some way to say that's enough and I gave it my best shot. And he's saying you have to fight against that, because there's always more to do. There's always ways to improve and to get better. And I know for sure there's times in my life where I've definitely had those those feelings, those instincts, whether it was business or a competition, training for a competition. I know that especially for me, training for competition, cutting weight, you're hungry, starving, you haven't really had a lot of food, you're dehydrated, you're trying to make you're almost there at a certain weight cut, and you're just, your mind's telling you that's enough, man. Why are you doing this to yourself? Give it up, take a break, rest, go back to the other weight class. Why are you putting me through all this stuff? And but there was a goal set, and when you have a specific goal in mind, and right at the end, when things get tough, things get hard, that's when those bad instincts, at least for me, will start to come into play, and I have to fight those off. Because one thing is for sure, at least for me, I've never had a time where I didn't make weight, where I've done a tournament, and I did many tournaments at a different weight class, not only here and locally, but around the U.S. and then especially overseas, which is super hard to do. But I did the necessary things, got back on the treadmill, put the sweats back on, sauna suit, whatever the case may be, ran the extra mile, and then just got it done, you know. And I can say, like, for now, to relate to something that's happening now, is the bad instincts is like what's happening now, you know, with everything that's going on. You know, I'm trying my best to connect with my students, still give value, still do the things that I'm doing every day. I still teach 3 classes a day, one in the afternoon and the kids class, an adult in the evening class, Saturday class. Like, if they're still, you know, in the academy with me and they're not, you know, I'm looking through a screen like everyone else is right now. And, you know, it gets frustrating, you know, be honest with you, it gets frustrating because that's not what you want to do. You want to see people physically in your class and hug them and high five them and talk to them and laugh with them. I'm a people person, you know, I love people, and to not be able to do what I want to do, and I got to do this stuff through the screen, the bad instincts kick in like, man, you know what? This isn't what it, you know, forget this stuff, man. Like, this is, just give it a rest, you know, and we'll just come back to it when it's time, when they let us come back to it. But then the other instinct kicks in and be like, man, I don't care if it's one kid or one adult that's on the screen, on the Zoom call or whatever. We're going to give them a workout, or we're going to give them some lessons. We're going to give them a private lesson, whatever it is the case may be. You know, I'm not going to let the bad instinct win, even though, you know, it's disheartening at the time and you just feel like it's not worth it. I'm still making it happen anyway. So I'm just trying to give something to relate to, because I teach these classes every day and they're tough. They're tough, man. I'm working harder than ever, you know, with these kids and everything. And I'm talking to them about their homework and, you know, their chores and how they're helping their parents, and trying to put them, you know, in the mindset that their rooms have to be clean, their dishes have to be done, and pick up around the house. Don't leave their toys around. Be a neat person. Be a helpful person. And then, like I said, with the adults, it's the same thing. I'm trying to do as much as I can, and at times, you know, there's not really a lot of people engaging. I'm used to seeing 30, 40 people on the mat, you know, in the evening class. You know, I'm used to seeing 30, 40 kids on the mat and talking to them. And I'm used to seeing, you know, anywhere from maybe 10 to 20 students in the morning classes, 6 a.m. and 10:30, and those things have just all disappeared. And I'm trying to communicate through this screen here, and it just makes things really, really tough. So, but the bad instinct isn't going to win. I'm still going to try and do everything I can every day, like I am now, to just try to keep giving value and keep trying to connect and make things happen. So, like it says here, you know, your failures will gather together in comfort. You know, they'll drown themselves with lies and deception, and they tell each other to tell you that you did the best that you could and the deck was stacked against you, and it's okay to give up. And it's not okay to give up, okay? It's not over until the mission is complete. It's not over until the job is done. Get it done. Make it happen. You know, I always tell my students all the time in class that, you know, if you had a goal at the beginning of the year and it's now, April going into May, and you haven't even started on that goal, well, there's still time. We're still in the calendar year. You can still make things happen. You know, I've talked about it before. Don't beat yourself up too bad about it. Today's a different day. You can make a move today and chip away at what you're trying to get close to and get one day closer to it. And then tomorrow the same thing, the next day and the next day and the next day. So don't allow these bad instincts to take over and talk you into giving up. You know, earlier in one of these other chapters I read, it was talking about the good wolf and the bad wolf and feeding those wolves. Which one are you going to feed every day? You know, you got to talk yourself up. You got to talk positive about yourself. Again, I've talked about it before. Too many people talk down, put themselves down. They didn't achieve certain goals. They didn't achieve certain whatever. And they don't think worthy of themselves anymore, and they're just kind of giving up and throwing in the towel, and you can't do that. Today's a different day, and you got to make things happen. So Don't take the easy way out. Don't give up based on instinct. Force yourself to stand up, and you know, get up, go on, fight on, and make the fundamental reaction to adversity. Make that your gut instinct that you will overcome anything that stands in your path. So keep moving, guys. All right, keep making things happen. Today's a different day. Let's get after it, and let's make some moves. All right, I got things I got to do. I got dogs to walk and a workout to get to, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, you guys have a great day. Stay positive, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.